Hi, everyone. Welcome. We are back with the finale. We're a little bit late, but that's because we had to make sure that everyone was going to be here for stream, including our dungeon master, well, our storyteller. So, but yeah, it is our final episode of Nightmares on the Frontier, and we're just going to jump into it and go around and do those introductions, starting with our GM. So, our storyteller, go ahead, fam. We got you.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I will be telling the story today of the criminal organization known as All Artifacts Belong to Us. Took me a second to really wonder, are you a criminal organization? But yeah, you guys are.
Yeah.
You're
We
legit.
kill people.
Yeah.
You're legit now. You're tier 1. All right, but yeah, you guys are deep in the frontier, and so we'll be seeing if you guys can make it out alive for this finale. Kat, I think you're next.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, sorry. So I'm Catriel, and I'm Fairy Sarina. I'm playing Catriel, and I'm the spell shooter, right? Spell slinger.
Shoot 'em, sling 'em, throw 'em.
I shoot things with magic. I'm very good at it most of the time. Anyway.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma, or Hamalu on the internet. I am here playing Ruben Zahir, who is our clairvoyant, resident spooky boy, and beloved of Dear Cassandra.
Hi, I'm Rendis. I'll be playing Dear Cassandra, beloved of Reuben. And I am the silver tongue and not very good magic caster or shooting person. She does what she does best, which is talking her way into and out of trouble. Outside of that, I'm excited for finales. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jamaica Squeeze, and I'm playing Remio Mendoza, the chaplain, the devout follower of the color. And I will continue to spread the color's love in this final episode here. Let's see how many people we can convert, huh?
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm playing Rianne. She is our dwarf archaeologist. She has a couple of degrees, and she likes doing daring things like jumping off of towers with parachutes because it's cool. Um, she's like, I brought climbing gear for a reason. I'm gonna use it. So if you've ever wondered why her bag is so big, it's because she's always carrying a parachute just in case.
We found out last week. Now we know.
Now we know there's a parachute. So, hey, a couple things to talk about before we get started today. First and foremost, this is a viewer-affected game. For the very last time, you can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies to the channel gives a reroll to anyone here that can roll dice. If you subscribe to the channel, you can get a +1 to anyone's here's dice pool. And if you donate money, you can give our storyteller an idea. And this is the finale, so you know, if you had something that you just wanted to see happen to us and you've been waiting for it, now's the fucking time. Which, by the way, if you do a direct donation through Streamlabs or Coffee, just please to like message me in chat to let me know that you did it, because my alerts aren't currently always working for that without the thing open. And last but not least, we are beginning our Extra Life campaign. So if you want to donate to Extra Life, type in !Extra Life in the channel. It will give you the donation link, as well as I am meeting my sub points in the months of September, October, and November. We currently, like, my little sub goal says that there is 33, but for September right now, I have 22. So I'm meeting my sub points as of right now. We have 22 sub points. Thus, I will be donating $22. It would be nice to get to $100 by the end of the month, but we'll see. And I think that's the announcements. So, Jamie, it's your turn. Take us away.
So, you guys, when we last left off, you had exited the tower and reconvened at your caravan outside of the Full Moon Tower. I believe what it was. And so, with everyone safely returned to the party, except for that one cassowary that's still in the tower. You guys kind of left him in there, but
I thought I said that I looped back around to meet everyone to get the cassowary. I thought I had said that, but it's okay if he stays in. Like flashback.
honestly, yeah,
We have enough to get
flashback.
back.
We get the bird.
Yeah.
Get the bird.
We need our bird.
And yeah, you guys have some downtime you can perform if you want.
I think first and foremost we want to check on the Padre to see is he awake? Like what's going on with our buddy?
Well, he's injured, but he's coming to. For like mechanical purposes, your injuries have been miraculously healed.
Thanks to the color. Praise be.
Excuse me. The color did not go into that tower and rescue his ass, okay?
It's miraculously healed his injuries. What can I say?
It would be the color's light that led you to me. It was a test for all of us.
Well, my philosophy as a GM is you don't punish someone for something their character didn't choose.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't. I kind of took the liberty of saying you did something, so I'm not going to punish you for that.
No. I don't think that's where we were going with that, like, at all. I think it was just like...
It's just the banner.
We just kind of had the conversation.
It's just BRP.
The conversation of, like, he does not get to credit the color for this.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
I do get to credit. The color led me. The color guided my body.
This is the first thing you guys talk about when he wakes up.
Yeah.
And through the color, you were able to find me and witness the miracle and the vision that you needed to see. I was a catalyst for the color's great light.
I'm pretty sure you were just really bad at covering up your tracks.
Yeah. That's about how it was.
It was a breadcrumb trail led behind by the color.
You are...
So, the being unconscious on the rooftop and needing us to save you, that was the color's doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I am not dead. I have taken no permanent injury. All of this was a test for all of us.
I see.
Did we pass?
A test of my patience.
Listen, you know what? I will always live and let live and allow you to have your faith and support you in that, and I'm interested in it and all this stuff, but I feel like you should also thank your friends for saving you, not just the color.
Oh, yes, of course. I appreciate your guided intervention.
No. Nope, that's not how that works.
Sorry, that was too funny to say in character. I love that just deflective.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Sorry.
You've been wonderful agents for the color.
No, that's not how that works. By the way, Emma, thank you for those 5 subs. I assumed you're just giving one to everyone. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. At all, actually. We chose to come after you because you were our friend. And we could have not chosen to do that because we have agency over ourselves. If you want to credit the color, that's your prerogative, but I would like to point out that by doing it makes you an asshole.
Faith is sometimes misunderstood.
Faith is belief without good reason.
We've already had that conversation, and
I know, and I'm
feel no
reiterating
need.
that.
You can continue to dismiss the signs that are in front of you. That is your choice.
And you can continue to dismiss me. So, at least until the end of this.
This
Anyway,
what?
when we get back, we'll talk about it.
I
Because
love speaking of the color, and it would be my joy to speak of him again then.
it's not what we're going to talk about.
Okay, so agree to disagree, I suppose.
Downtime.
Yeah.
So I guess my question before we do downtime is your intention to go back into the other tower?
What kind of treasures do we have? What is the what do we have on hand? We have this dope wheel shield thing.
Thought we had about 8 gold of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a creepy eye casting focus thing with a galaxy in it, and these
Yeah.
sick
got the
ass
creepy
robes. Hey,
dress.
Padre, yeah, Padre, do you
Yeah.
like the robes
That's-
that I'm wearing now? I'm a priest.
They seem elegant.
Too big for me. Yeah. Okay. We could tie dye them and make it like the color, huh?
If you were interested in following, it would be my absolute pleasure to engage in such an activity. Yes.
Okay. We'll see.
See where the night takes us.
Yeah. For now, we should probably focus on finishing what we're doing.
Yes,
getting all that
let's
we
find
need
more
to,
money.
and then fucking the fuck off. Yes, more money.
I don't think I want to go back into that second tower.
But the one with the
thought
torture
we were going to
dungeon
the
and
first
that, or
one.
the first one? Yeah.
The one with all the dead bodies.
Yeah.
They
we'll go
both
to
had
the
dead
other
They
bodies.
one.
were, they were
Right.
so nice, though. The other one was the one trying to kill us.
You're not wrong. One had creepy little people trying to kill
I
us.
don't know if you understand this, Cassandra, but dwarves have a very sensitive sense of smell.
I didn't know that.
We need it to like we lived, in underground most of our lives, and sometimes it's a little darker, and sometimes we've got to rely on our nose just to get us places. So when
They're
we
kind
see
of like moles.
a little
I
bit.
can't tell if that's true or if you're winding us the fuck up. Either way, I respect it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Why do you think I always carry like deodorant with me and I just like hand it out? It's
Did you sweat a lot?
Because you all fucking stink.
I was gonna say you attend conventions a lot for lecturing, so
That's true.
con crud.
I
Yeah.
make sure, and most of those people they're on dwarves, so
I have a very meticulous personal hygiene routine, I think you'll find.
It's
Are
true.
you
It's not
saying
good
that
business to
dwarves
not
are
be
cleaner
hygienic.
than everybody else?
What exactly did you mean when you said those people?
there's like a pause and like a slow break. She goes, nerds.
Oh no.
Well,
What do you
Fucking
think I was
nerds.
saying?
fucking nerds.
It was unclear. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
Nerds, yeah.
All this speak of being in dark places when there could be light.
Yep.
Except that some people like the dark.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Like my people.
Of course, heathens and blasphemers.
that's okay. Definitely.
You
have
know
more
what,
fun.
everyone? It takes a village. Diversity is the spice of life. Look at us. We're all so different, and we are all the stronger for it.
I'm in agreement. We're all great.
Only when you two are actually doing your jobs and not just fucking.
That is another side of the spice of life, I think you'll find. And actually, it does make the world a lot better.
It's true. Fucking is great.
Yeah. literally helps, us continue our continuation on this planet is by doing that. It's a very important act.
You're
actually.
welcome.
So
Yeah.
Cassandra
It's a
is
service
submissive and
to-
breedable.
First of all, yes. Second of all, I'm doing my job then too because it's the oldest profession and you need to respect it.
Yes.
Oh, I respect your profession. So there's
Thank
no. But what the two of you do is not professional whatsoever.
Fair. I accept your counterpoint.
Plus, it's not work, so.
No.
Not yeah.
A
All right.
workout, a workout maybe, but not work.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now we're just talking about it, and all you're doing is. Okay, let's move on.
all right.
You guys make camp?
Yeah. He's distracting now. Town time. Making camp. Should we head closer to the other tower and camp there, so we're away from the dead bodies and the miasma?
They
Yes.
smell.
Far
Yeah.
from the creepy shit.
Yeah.
All right. You guys set up camp, and you can do a little downtime to kind of recover some mental stability, maybe some health if you're injured. You guys can't reduce heat out here in the frontier. You can train most skills, and then indulging your vices kind of depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I indulged the fuck out of my vice last time, so we're good.
I would definitely need to reduce some stress in order to indulge my vice.
Do you want to bench press me? Do you want to do push-ups and? I don't weigh that much.
She was so excited for it. How can you trust me?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just going to do some yoga. Like I brought my mat.
Oh,
To practice my downward dog.
that's fair. You are all gonna be the death of me. Okay.
I mean, do you want to do some yoga with me? We could all do yoga right now.
Let's all do the downward dog, everybody.
Okay.
All right, since we're already into the memeing for it, Cass goes
Yeah.
all the way into the jack pose and just is like downward dog. There we go.
Ruben does the head tilt. Okay.
Okay.
So roll your lowest resistance.
I rolled 6. Oh, our lowest resistance? Okay, well, they're both 2. So one was a 3, one was a 6. So I got a 6.
Okay. So you clear 6 stress.
Which is exactly what I need.
Okay, so you can go over.
Exactly what I needed for some
Cleanse your
reason.
fucking chakras. And shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm cleansing my chakra. I'm like doing a little bit of lymphatic
Limp biscuit.
massage.
Limp biscuit
to make
massage.
sure that
I got a fucking chainsaw. What?
go with the bone, baby.
If we did have any Zoomers watching, they're like, what the fuck's happening right
What
now?
is going on?
What are these elder millennials fucking talking about, dude?
There's this murderer, and he was once in a band. What's his name? Anyway, not important.
Jesus. I'll be trying to pretend I'm doing yoga as well. Well, I'll actively be trying to do it. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah, I imagine you guys are all out there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's leading the yoga. You got some maybe some records playing in the wagon. Some relaxing sounds.
Boom.
But you can still kind of hear
Peace
the
bowls.
creeping noises of the blood desert.
Keep rolling.
You just hear over the horizon. My name is Keith.
Oh my god. Because they're having the most white trash yoga session that anybody's ever seen.
Their mix track for their road trips is wild.
Shit.
Oh my god. All right. And so we just learned something new about the party. Or at least some of them.
Yeah.
Trashiest party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the birds are like, ah! They hate it. They're like freaking out. It deeply disturbs the animals. Yeah.
But it's like an acoustic instrumental version of it.
Like when they do like medieval versions of songs.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's bardcore.
Bardcore. Hell yeah. Bardcore Limp Bizkit is something I need to hear.
Well, now it exists, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's there now.
If it didn't, it will soon.
I have a funny feeling it might. They've done a lot of music. Yeah. Yoga, huh?
Yoga. All right. Does anybody else need to reduce stress while we're doing?
No,
While
I
they do
stressed out last time, so.
Their sinful yoga is something that they can participate in on their own. I will pray. I still have some stress that requires a bit of light flogging and prayer.
I think light flogging is how Cass and Ruben use stress as well.
Crack that whip.
Their intentions are different.
Their intentions are different.
I will overindulge by one.
And he wanders the fuck off again.
Oh,
Amazing. I'm good because I indulged with some drugs last time, so
I think that
I'm relaxed now.
this overindulgement will play into what happens when you guys are done with downtime. For now, you clear that stress, and when you pray, you have clarity of thought, and you feel peace for a fraction of a moment, and then you have a vision from the color that is a memory of your own memory of the last time you were in the Nightmare Frontier, when you left Detective Romero to die, and you can't help but feeling, or you know that in your heart that color is showing you this for a reason. So make what you will of that. Is anybody else, or will you have any questions about that? Yes.
No.
What other downtime activities would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna put some training in. I'm probably just gonna double trade in two different things. She's still annoyed that her magic is just absolute shit.
Well, because I want to train my spirit and work on my casts. So.
Yeah, so we can double up that, because you're probably the next person she'll go to. You know, she goes to Ruben for most of her spirit training, but you actually do magic, and maybe she'll even lean into the gun help too, because I was going to do mind as well to up sharpshooting, because it's also been shit. So I think that is a great idea, because we can just double up, or I can do my double up with you.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yes.
I
I can
could
show you how to
butt
actually
in.
use it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like
Exactly.
to be nosy and butt in on the casting session, perhaps offering some tips from another perspective of how such things come to be, to
Ooh.
train my spirit as well.
I am
Okay.
also training my spirit, but I'll just do that by myself.
You are more
You
than
don't want
welcome
to hear us argue about whether harming things or healing things is better?
Nah.
Oh no,
Well,
the
there is a
Padre
place for
Padre has
both.
done great harm. Yeah.
The thing, it is not to say which one is better, but what is the source of this pain or this health?
Imagine you guys like line up a bunch of bottles on a rock, and, like try to, do the classic shooting practice like they do in Wild West movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that takes care of both of y'all's downtime completely.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
Himulu,
gonna,
you
yeah,
start
I'm
one.
doing spirit and mind. But I think he's just gonna see people congregating and having those conversations, and he's like, just gonna go have some alone time. So he goes to his own little corner and pulls out his stuff and basically does his activities he uses for grounding, because he has to like access the spirit world quite a lot. And so he's going to use various crystals he needs to and do his own little meditation in a way. Interestingly, I want to use the ability without necessarily. I'm happy to take the stress for using it, but I want him to try while he's out here to help him focus both mind and spirit. Is to finally try the ability where he dream walks and literally just ceases to exist for a minute.
I mean, that can be. You don't have to take the stress. It can be more of
because he's not using it in a practical, active way, but he wants to try and just use it because it's just appeared on his character sheet. So I want him to try and focus, having seen and accessed and knowing that this place is a little closer to that. He's gonna go through those processes and then just sort of like stop existing very briefly because he's got into the dream world.
Yeah, when you do that, you can kind of see like you're not necessarily in the dream world, but kind of like in between, and you can kind of see a little bit of both the real world and the dreamlands. And part of that experience is you can hear the cries from the pools of blood off in the distance, even over like the fire and your friends talking and shooting bottles off in the distance. You can still hear, as for this brief few moments that you're kind of in this other worldly state, this echoing like screams.
Can I assess myself while I'm doing it? Perhaps this is my way of kind of tuning in mind as well as like the spirit of getting here. Is I don't know if I can see myself while I'm in the spirit world, but can I see the mark still on my chest while I'm here?
Yes, for sure. This is a physical and spiritual wound.
Tight.
Metal.
Yeah.
So.
Excuse me.
And then just suddenly like poof, back into existence and land a little heavily on the ground. You're like, oh, cool, okay, well. Stretch, crack knuckles, go get a snack.
You're like the hornier Nightcrawler now.
Yeah, he's horny Nightcrawler.
Sorry. Does anybody have any actions left? Everybody do too?
I do have one, but the thing is that like I'm not in like a position to where whatever I would do would actually do real progress for like I have like one experience points in my playbook and like one in a training, so it's like nothing would actually like make a difference. So I'm just gonna I'm good. I can't really acquire an asset out here either unless I'm going like hunting in the forest for it. Like so like I'm good. Like I can assist somebody maybe with like a secondary, like if they want to spend money I can do an assist, but I don't really have anything that would progress me for this game.
Does anyone have any injuries?
Oh, well, I'm technically injured. I should probably do the healing thing.
So maybe you donate your downtime to healing.
Yeah,
Catriel.
absolutely. You have to talk to the Padre about that. I mean, I have cast now, but I don't know anything about healing magic. So That's some divine
I'm just a little
stuff.
drained. I need like the caffeine spell or something.
And in the same way that you could use, it's fine. I will pray over your wounds.
Yay!
That was very adorable.
So you roll your cast, Padre.
6652.
Oh shoot. Yeah. So
Holy
crit,
shit.
I think is 5 or 6. Let me double check. Crit is 5 segments on your healing clock, so it'll fill your healing clock all the way up once and roll over, and you have an extra roll over. And all of your injuries will go down by 1 severity. So if it's a level 1 injury, it's gone.
Yeah, I'm good. I am all back and fighting fit.
So that night, you all kind of turn in eventually, filtering into the wagon of wealth, which is this bigger on the inside wagon that you guys have. Making sure all the Casawara bows, your bird mounts are tucked away safely inside, and you fall asleep to the cooing of these birds. The next morning, you guys awaken and feel a little refreshed, knowing that you faced one of these nightmare towers, saved your friend. You have a renewed confidence about you, and although the air is still stale and the sky is still kind of this dark, cloudy affair, you feel like you have the confidence and the experience and the team to do this. You guys are very prepared at this point, although your supplies might be running a little low. You're mentally prepared. Except for some of you are a little traumatized. Catriel, I think you're reckless.
I am.
Yes, so your recklessness is kind of an ongoing urge, and then Sandra, you're
Soft.
you're soft.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that was the one you were like, nah, I feel this is appropriate. It's like, yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, so you're
Very
even more
emotional.
empathetic. Yes, very emotional, empathetic. But this doesn't mean you guys necessarily are rational. You're still your characters, but the stress is starting to mount up and having adverse effects on your personality. The lack of sleep, the rations, the violence, it all takes a toll. So I want to wait for our dwarf to get back, but we need to make a plan, or you guys need to make a plan for today's excursion.
When we
And then-
eventually wake up, yeah.
Yeah.
Crawl out of my particular pocket of the tent. We ready to go, everyone?
Good as
I
we
think-
will be, you know.
I think we're just waiting for Rianne to wake up.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Hey, last night I managed to stop existing on this plane. How cool's that?
Sorry, you did what now?
What do you mean?
I just went into the dream world.
Oh,
Hmm.
It was pretty fun. I can do it again. Concentrates. I think initially, like the first, unless I have to like take stress to make myself go invisible. So until that point, I just kind of look like a weird spectral version of myself.
Oh.
You never know when that could come in handy.
I'm curious about what have you been doing while you are there?
Nothing. Well, I looked at my chest.
Oh yeah, how is that coming along?
Looks as it can get any worse.
Just going to very casually open Ruben's shirt.
Oh.
What the fuck? We told you not to do this.
Oh, you're awake.
Hey, I woke her up. We were inspecting the creepy scar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not.
This
a
is totally
thing.
yeah. It's not a sex thing for once. This is for science.
Yeah.
Oh, let me have a look at it.
Oh, okay.
Everyone gather around and look at Ruben's chest.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if it would behave the same way in the dream world, so I went into the dream world and then looked at it, and it looked the same. So it's not good, huh?
Allow me to consult the lore. As I pull
Ah.
out a large book
Consult the book.
For science.
for science.
Do I need to keep my shirt open the whole time?
I would say yes.
The reference,
Probably.
I
yeah.
mean, if we already know what it looks like and you would like to close and be modest for your own comfort, that is, I think, up to you.
Ruben,
Alright.
I don't have a mind's eye, so if you could just leave it open.
Yeah, then
I
we
can do
can
that.
like compare the descriptions in the book
Exactly.
to your chest.
Yes, all of that. That all sounds legit. And Cassandra is just going to sit and just enjoy.
All right, Jim Jams, am I doing an investigate roll in this to consult the lore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
To consult the lore.
I am the Lord.
It's 6. I got a 6. A 6, a 3, and a 5. So, dang, my extra life dice is
Dave
love.
liked that one.
Look, I love them so much.
Ooh, pretty.
They're so pretty. Yeah. All right. So a 6.
6. Okay, so you consult the lore, and the lore tells you. So you consult a book on supernatural maladies, and you you get the feeling that this is some kind of marking, like a tracking,
Mm-hmm.
divination type magic. Something that whatever has marked them is using this scar to stay connected,
Ooh.
almost like an anchor.
Oh,
That doesn't sound good, Rian. What's that oh for?
Well, it seems like you've so what sort of supernatural beings have you encountered lately in your
Well,
spookiness?
usually I speak to Salmagundi. He's pretty tight though.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like a god, he's just an otherworldly entity.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there is only one true God.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Maybe they know each other. But I don't think it was Salmagundi that happened. There was just something. Maybe it's the same things that followed me recently that we had to exercise.
Well,
But I was with a deer, and the deer was Salmagundi, and then there was an arrow that came out and it hit me.
oh, okay.
That's not good.
So
does Samagundi have enemies?
So this right here, it is it's an anchor of some sort. So some supernatural. It's essentially keeping a supernatural entity tied to you. And if you got when you got hit there with the arrow, that's when this appeared.
Yeah.
So whatever hit you with
And
the arrow,
cast too.
yeah, whatever hit you with the arrow, I think is the is what you're anchored to.
Huh.
So how deep does the anchor go? Can we just cut it out?
I don't think that's how it works. It's not like a physical anchor. It's like a mocking.
So it's not like a splinter. We can't just like dig it out.
I mean, maybe.
I'd rather you didn't dig it out.
But did you? But did you get the? So, here's the question: Did you? Did you? You got the arrow in the dream world.
Yeah.
Perhaps you have to go back to the dream world to pull it out. Perhaps I don't think we can. I mean, can I do an experiment roll to see if there's anything inside of the marking that could be pulled out?
I mean, she just went to the dream world and looked at
gotcha.
her chest, and there was no arrow in her chest.
Gotcha,
It was
gotcha.
just the scar.
Okay.
But the scar was, there on her spirit as well as her physical body.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well,
So even if you remove the physical aspect of it, the scar on her spirit would still remain.
Gotcha. So it's a scar on your spirit, Ruben.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to go inside of your spirit and heal that.
That could be fun.
We get to do some psychic surgery.
I need 20 cc's of holy water stat.
Give me the water and I shall bless it.
That sounds. Okay. Well. I'm down for fucking around. So. Sure. If we feel maybe we want to deal with what we're currently dealing with, and then deal with this after, or I guess if it's something that could be dealt with quickly.
Well, if we don't deal with it now, it could come back to bite us. Because we don't know what's anchored to you. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. She's got one too.
Now you're just telling. Oh God.
Mine hasn't been that
showed
persistent.
We
yeah,
spoke of
it's
this
not
some
new.
time ago.
Okay.
Although we chose not to, I suppose, deal with it then. If they have been growing, perhaps that was a mistake.
I think hers has grown. Mine has not grown since the first day, but I think that's because my connection to the spirit world is something kind of ingrained in me.
Perhaps it's that yours is finished because of your connection, but Cassandra's is not, because Cassandra is just having the connection to you. And it's kind of like a werewolf. If we just eliminate the source, maybe it'll go away for both of you.
Sure. If you guys have ideas, I'm happy to try it.
Well, book lady, do you got any ideas over there?
That was my thinking noise. Couldn't you tell? I'm thinking.
Pensive, yeah. The pensive noise.
I'm being very pensive about this. So there is an otherworldly entity with an arrow that is anchored.
Do you think if I was to go the first step of going to the dream world, because I'm still sort of here, you could try and remove it while I'm maybe the padre can do it with his hand.
Give it a shot.
I have no opposition to attempting an exorcism of this spiritual mark.
Okay. This could be very bad, but
You
Yes.
can help him and not hurt him, right? You'll make sure he'll be okay.
I imagine, in fact, if anything goes awry, that I will absorb a brunt of the negative effect. That
Well,
is because the channel will come through me. And
I don't want anything to happen to you either, Padre. So just be careful.
well, as always, and with the guidance of the color, it should not be an issue. I would, without hesitation, take this risk for my dear friends.
Is there a way that while you are digging around in Reuben, that we can assist you in maybe a ward of some sort? I've gotten better at my magic.
I feel like I'm getting better, but I just can't guarantee it.
it takes time and practice. You're doing good.
I am almost as good as my magic as I am at swinging my hammer.
You do swing the hammer really
I
well.
do swing it very well.
So does Cass. Let's do this.
So what are you guys doing exactly? Can you describe? I mean, I know you're trying to
Yeah.
attempt an exorcism on Reuben, but a little more detail.
Yeah.
On my end, I am going to be doing my dream walk, where I fade partially into the dreamlands to become translucent for a few moments. It says I take 2 stress when I do so because I'm actively using this for something that's like practical. I will take 2 stress doing this.
Okay.
I suppose on my end it would be leading, which sounds like a group check. If there's a way to combine both the repair flesh, hallow, and even I've recently acquired enchant armament, so that my hands would become a holy vessel and magically be able
I would
to
say that would
connect.
give you like potency against. I
Mhm.
mean, that's what the wording does, but like all that stuff together would give you an increased effect on a successful result, so that it would
Mhm.
reduce the harm that might come to pass. So, with that being said, if you fail the check, anybody who fails the spell or the cast roll, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
will take 2 stress on top, and then the leader will take 1 stress for each failure as well. So just know the risk going into it. So you're leading. Who else wants to roll cast?
I'm gonna help cast.
All right, we're
Alright.
all gonna get it. I'm gonna use one of my extra dice to give myself 3. Anyone else want to use their extra dice? Wait, that's Emma. That was
I am
touched
gonna
Emma.
use my extra dice. Yes.
All right.
I will roll as well to try and assist from the position that I'll be in.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be taking 2 stress regardless because I'm dream walking.
Right.
Kat, are you gonna use that extra dice that's gifted to help with this? You
Yeah,
have 4.
sure.
Cool.
I do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
4. Now you have 3. So.
Okay.
All right, group roll. Let's magic the shit out of this. Ah!
My highest die is a 5.
Same.
Same.
2 5s and a 1.
Okay.
Highest is a 5. 5, 3, 2.
So nobody failed,
Mhm.
and everybody got a partial success. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh.
So, as you begin praying to the color, and your friends kind of place their hands on you, and you guys channel your energy into Remiel, he puts his hands on Reuben, and Reuben fades into the in between, and you can see this scar, Remiel, pulsating with this dark energy, and you focus your hands on it, placing them, kind of like this, Mr. Miyagi style. And you kind of reach in to his very like soul, his spirit, and kind of try to lift this cancer up and out. Cassandra, make me a spirit roll,
All right.
a resistance roll.
Come on, baby.
Let's do this. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. Ah, 3 and a 3.
Okay, so Cassandra, well, you kind of black out for a moment, and Remiel and your other companions, you hear a click. You turn and see Cassandra's eyes are completely black, and she has her pistol in Padre's back, and she's gonna shoot you.
I mean, to
Okay,
be
roll.
fair, she's a terrible shot. So
Yeah.
even if that close, you might just miss.
Point blank, like the bullet comes out of the back of the gun.
I want to believe that was said in character
Backfire.
too. Like,
Uh-huh.
like guys, it's fine. She's a terrible shot.
So you can roll a body resist roll, Dave, to
Will.
try and stop this.
655.
Okay,
Oh,
6.
thank
That's really
goodness.
good.
I would feel really bad if her awful
Save.
shooting killed you.
Yeah, you manage. You as you're doing this, you guys hear the click, and the gun go off, but you like close your eyes and you open them back up, and there's this shimmering field of light that's protecting Remiel as he continues to perform this exorcism. And Cass, you fall to the ground, and kind of come to as Ruben returns to this physical realm. Yeah, that happened.
Okay. I don't still have a hand in my chest, I hope.
No, you're
Just feeling
seem-
suddenly bad pain.
you seem to be healed.
Oh. I think it worked.
I'm gonna check on Cassandra.
Yes, what-
Yeah,
what
I
do
can't
we
see her
do
because
about that?
she's behind him, so like I'm not even seeing that she's
Yeah.
on the ground. I'm just like, hey.
Like,
Oh,
I
wait,
did
what's
hear a
happened?
gunshot.
Did we
Though.
win?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
What?
like run up to Cassandra and like snatch the gun out of her hand. It's like, what the fuck is going on, Cass?
Hmm?
What happened?
You're on the ground all of a sudden. You don't remember what happened, Cass.
Oh, did I faint? Was the casting that tough?
Well, you fucking
Your
shot the
eyes
preacher.
went black. Whatever
what?
is doing this, I think, took your body and tried to prevent us from removing it.
Oh, well, and she'll drop the little derringer. Padre, I'm sorry.
Failed to realize you're the worst shot ever.
Listen, it's true, and I'm grateful that it didn't hurt him.
Check your. I'm gonna go over and like rummage in the cursed dress. Sorry, not cursed, just weird dress.
Fashionable.
Fashionable, it's so beautiful. To see if Cass still has her mark.
She does, and it seems like it's grown since the last time you saw her naked.
It's probably not that long ago. Whoa.
Well, since she just got possessed, should we tie her down and do the same thing?
Listen, you
Yeah.
can tie me down anytime.
I suspect this will be even harder since you will not be entering a spirit realm of your own to attack it from multiple sides. But I am again willing to do this. And I do not know how many more miracles of the color we need to witness in a day. But
All
that's
the
not
miracles,
the point
Father.
right now. That is not what we're talking about at the moment, even though it's always present. It's all the color is always here.
It's been very impressive recently.
The shield of the color's light prevented a bullet from entering my spine.
I will resign myself to being very cool with all of this and the color if it can help her.
You should definitely fix Cassandra.
Then I'll be like, okay, there we go.
Then let us try.
Okay.
You guys
Lie down,
repeat
baby.
this ritual on
Yeah.
Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Okay. Same thing. I'll help. Are we doing a group roll again?
Yeah, we're-
Yes,
Okay.
another group roll.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, I just cut that sneeze in time. That would have been really loud for you guys. Just hit me just in time. Right, group cast.
Two sixes, two
If
ones.
I were to, can you use tools to assist with group rolls, or is it just straight stats?
The Padre did get a crit, so.
Oh, so really,
So really, you're rolling to see if you fail.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. I will reserve my focus. 2, 3, and a 4.
I got the
Okay.
5.
I got a 5, 3, and a 1.
Cast as you roll.
I was gonna ask that. Did you need me to roll anything for it? Let's do it.
Control yourself.
Should I roll something to maintain composure? Because here we go.
I mean, you are soft now. I don't know how well
Thank
that'll
you.
work.
I am so soft. I have a 5 and a 5.
You rolled cast.
I
Yeah.
like her soft
Okay.
bits.
Okay, so
Yeah, but
You
they're even
guys-
softer now.
guys watch as Aremio places his hands on Cass and repeats his prayers. Only this time, the task is a little more difficult, seeing as how Cass can't make her spirit form readily available, or spirit, exposed. So you begin to see her kind of tremble and seize, and you watch as this black, thick smoke kind of begins to pour out of her mouth and fall to the sides. And it takes the form of 2 individuals, silhouettes of black, with each one with one red eye, like shadows, twins. And they kind of scream, let loose this wail, like a banshee wail, as they are expelled from your body, and they kind of grope back at Cassandra as they kind of dispersed into the wind.
See, I was going to ask if we could capture them and put them in a bottle. Like in Zelda, where you catch the fairies and you stick them in a bottle.
Good try.
Boy, I'll help you with that. Let's go catch them shadows.
Okie dokie.
Shadows.
I'm just busy like wrapping arms around, kind of pulling her away from their grabby little hands.
I'm here for it, so let's try.
Okie dokie.
Amen.
Just reaches into my bag. It's like,
Well, I figured you would have some fun stuff in your bag.
oh, it's a fun stuff in my bag. Like, just pulls out like a giant mason jar. It's got the seal on it. Remember, I talked to a priest one time about it. It's a seal of a seal. All right, maybe.
The seal.
It's a
Maybe.
sacred seal.
Ooh, Cat, you should make a magical lasso and try to.
All right, so I will say that you guys, I'm assuming that you guys are doing this in like the few moments that they're
Yes.
before they get
Yes.
blown away from the wind. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you want to do this, you got to roll now.
Yeah.
You have to
Okey-dokey.
roll.
What am
you
I
guys are
rolling?
working- Depends on who wants to do it. I'm imagining one of you is assisting the other.
Yeah, I think that's how that's going.
I would
But
assume that this is an experiment roll,
Okay.
probably an experiment roll. Yeah.
so I'll be assisting Rion.
Okay. I will lead it then. That's fine. 5.
All right, so you guys
6 and a
get your
2.
photon packs out.
Mm-hmm.
So when you assist, you don't roll, but you take a stress,
Okay,
Mhm.
that's fine.
and she gets an extra die.
Cool.
Okay, okay.
And you got a
I
5
got an
and a 2.
extra die.
Yeah, you should
Okay.
get an extra die if he's assisting you.
Okay, so it's 2 5s.
Yay!
Mhm.
So 5. Yeah, you managed to capture one of these spirits.
Now we can add
and-
Ghostbusters to
And
our
yeah, I mean, I literally
Our
said last
CV.
session you guys are like the Ghostbusters or something in our after session talk. But yeah, so you guys capture this spirit, and once it's in the jar, it just looks like a kind of a swirling black smoke.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm gonna carve like one of the little because remember one time I like for the tree, like the heart, I was able to I'm just mimicking like that symbol that the priest made for me. I'm carving it into the cork. Because I remember I have it written down in my book what it looks like, and I'm just gonna copy it on there to sort of like have like a magical seal on top of it. I caught it. We
Well done. I
got the magic shadow.
Bing bing. Hey,
you
wake
got a
up.
Poe.
I'm gonna go up to the padre and hold my hand out to shake his hand.
She.
Thank you.
I come in behind it, hug them both.
I really do appreciate it. Your faith does wonderful things.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to share.
Well, I owe you a lot. Not just for helping me, but for helping her. I know that was going to be a harder thing to do.
You do not owe me anything.
Well, I can owe you thanks.
That's very exciting. We should come out more often.
So do you think we can weaponize this thing in the jar now?
Oh, I'm gonna do so many fun things with it. Or I can just sell it.
If we can figure out what it was, that'd be...
Yes, I am going to definitely take it to I'm gonna take it to a convention and there's definitely a shadow doctor that I know. It's Darkling, actually. So
prove all your professors wrong. See, you were actually right. Ghosts do exist.
Yeah.
Is it a ghost? That is the question. We don't know if it's a ghost.
No.
Spirit, at least.
It's definitely a spirit.
Been plaguing me for a while, and maybe it's all connected. I am glad that it is gone and contained, and if we can use it to our end, then great.
Absolutely. Worst case scenario, feed it to the tree.
Sure.
I'm sure he would like it.
Yeah.
So
Your garbage disposal for magical things
and non-magical things. So
and people,
it's just a sphere of annihilation, but in this game, basically.
Yeah. So here's the question that I have for all of us. We just went through both of these towers. We didn't finish going through either of them. We know where they're at. We do have plenty of...
You guys did go through all of the tower where you found Padre.
That is true.
Yeah.
We know where they're at. We have some nice items that we can bring back for sure and sell. Some magical things that we can bring back. We could sell. We can auction off to our profiteer. Do we want to go back into the tower, or do we want to possibly think about heading home? We can always come back, or pay someone else to come back for us, because we will have enough money to do that. And maybe find some fun things on the way back home. I'm putting the question out for everyone here. If we want to continue to go up on this guy, or if we should we've already lost one chocobo. or cassowary. So
I mean, if there's a mystery to be solved in that first tower, I would like it dealt with soon so we can figure out why the fuck she won't take that dress off.
I
that's
might be
right.
able to find more accessories for this dress.
Yep, there we go.
All
I
right.
feel like, I mean,
I
she
think she's
looks
just a
wonderful
shopaholic,
in it. Sure, but then shopaholics would want multiple outfits, you know, and she's just really
Well, see, she
attached.
wanted
is there a chance I could find more?
Though.
Sure.
Are there more dresses just like this?
Maybe there's a suit to match, and the two of us need to get like matching up.
Maybe that's the problem. You don't have the enchanted suit that goes with the dress. That's why
Well,
she's obsessed.
I'm convinced we need to go back.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. This conversation has convinced me that we should in fact go into this tower and figure this shit
out. If the intention was convincing me, I'm sold.
There is nothing wrong with being thorough. Additionally,
I agree.
I do want to share a vision the color gave me last night, where I was brought from my body to a memory of when we brought Romero out into the frontier. I do not know why the color chose to show me this time, but I thought it would be something you should all know.
Color making you have guilt for leaving him out here.
It did not seem guilt-driven.
Was it perhaps a warning?
I am muted. Yeah, visions can have warnings attached. There's usually something. You and I receive different types of visions from different sources, but the core of it is the same. These are things to be heeded.
Exactly what that means is beyond me. Perhaps that which we sent upon him is still out here. Perhaps there is some remnant of his spirit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm.
Tell you what, just real quick. Sit down, pulls out tools. I am going to try to scry on that person to see signs of life.
On what person? Romero? The detective?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am like
So for this, it would be a utility spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's ranged, and I would say it has a complex effect.
Yep. Am I but to be honest with you, the dice are the same. Gain insight and cast are the same for me, so I imagine it's a gain insight usually when I'm doing my clairvoyancy.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck it. 5's the highest number. 1, 2, and a 5.
Oof.
Yeah.
Good thing that 5 happened.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do you go about casting the spell, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a little bit of context.
So, I feel like because this is question driven, he's probably using his tarot cards to get a reading, and the question he is looking to gain the insight on is sign of life, and he tends to read messages from the images in the cards that are presented to him by the universe.
Okay.
So he's not looking for a location necessarily, because I just asked for sign of life. Is he alive?
So Are you doing like a 1-card reading?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
it's a simple. It's a simple yes no kind of. Well, it's sort of a yes no. So 1 card.
Give me 1 moment.
Yeah, no worries. I had a player who used to do augury a lot, and we're both really into tarot, so we started using actual tarot deck, and I would use the cards she was pulling to tell her what she was.
I love
Fun.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the card you pull is the 3 of Swords, which represents sorrow, grief, hurt, emotional pain, heartbreak.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. So that's kind of a
it's a heart. The imagery is a
a-
heart
yeah.
with 3 swords piercing it, and
Yeah.
a storm cloud in the background.
Because the deck, I wish I had them actually. Because Freddie, who has played on this channel, his husband has done art for a tarot deck, and that one it's like this anatomically correct heart with like 3 swords stabbing through it, and it looks wonderful. Yeah, it's a really beautiful deck. Fyodor Pavlov, guys, go check it out. But yeah, that's not good. That's not a good one.
Swords in general are never ones you want.
No, it's always trouble. Just slowly kind of put it down and be like, I'm going to suggest that even though those present maybe don't know about the meaning of these cards, this is not a good sign. This is a concern.
Is it because of the stabby things in the heart?
Stabbing through the heart, emotional pain, turmoil, grief, heartache, just negative, which, you know, if you're looking for did this person die?
Well, I mean, yeah, you were specifically asking about someone who left out here
Yeah.
to die. Does that necessarily mean it's a bad thing, or is it a confirmation that they're dead?
Or is it a confirmation that we are going to have all of the sad bits?
Maybe. Heartache is because it wasn't. I was not gaining insight in the past. If I was looking for how did this person die, and this was the card that I saw, it would clearly be quite a traumatic way of going. But I was looking for sign of life. So it's the tricky thing with clairvoyancy, but I have a heckin' concern.
That's a heckin' concern indeed.
I always
Alright.
have heckin' concerns.
Yeah,
Well,
if there's a reason to be concerned, we should be concerned.
you know, you'll never be disappointed if you're always slightly heckin' concerned. Then, you know, if something bad happens, you're like, see, I knew something was gonna happen.
See, heck.
You're preparing yourself.
Do you know how close it is?
No, I mean, I could try to now pinpoint a location if we think that there's a chance that he's still around. But I don't want to.
We
Well,
don't
here's
want the
the thing.
reputation getting out that we do the slapdash job. We should make sure he's dead.
Okay, then.
Sorry,
can-
that wasn't soft at all.
No,
Oh no, we should find him and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, you know, I was
Okay.
giving us the option of like, you know, we're gonna go get treasure. Fuck that guy. We can just. But if we're doing this, then I can try to find a location.
I mean, we can always find him and then bring him back here and throw him into the other
Even
tower.
to the ghost.
Oh, with the pit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw him in the pit.
Yeah.
And we can see how that works out.
In the pit. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Let's. Okay. I would like to. I don't know if this is technically counting as like one final score. Can I try to gain insight for a score
Sure.
of finding this fucking dude?
We can have a whole thing with a ritual and
Yeah.
just offer him up.
You guys can, yeah.
Well,
The shadow thing, we can, yeah. Sure, that won't end poorly. Okay. I'm gonna do the thing. Nice. Ooh, that's 1, 2, 3, and a 6. That was just skin of my teeth. You know, dice. I am going to, because we have a map of this area, so I'm going to take out Crystal Dows and focus on his energy, the energy that was coming through with the card, the memory of what we did, the fact that I used a nightmare lure to to do that to him.
Do we have anything of his?
We got book. We had his book, his investigations. We took all his notes.
Hmm.
Flashback,
Possibly
we took them
his
with
honor.
us.
Flashback, we took them with us. Sure. But I'm now trying to use with the map of this area and focusing the energy and the connectedness through not only the plast reading, but my part in his fate, and also the fact that we have maybe have got his notes. I'm going to try to scry on his location.
Okay. And you rolled a 6.
Yeah. Just 1, 2,
So-
3, 1, 2, 3, and a 6. It was
Your crystal kind of glows for a moment, and a single drop of blood kind of falls off of it onto the map. And it's basically where you guys are.
Well, that's convenient.
Oh,
I was gonna
that's
have
not,
that moment of like shiver.
that's not concerning. And then a hand bursts out of the ground.
Yeah, that's like the call's coming from inside the house. Yeah, that moment is there's gonna be an immediate like, oh shit. It's never done that before. Blood fucking hell.
Well, at least we don't have travel fire.
Too bad it's a
Optimism, I like it. I like
Let
the joie de
us
vivre.
deal with this.
Oh shit. Math comes on. Let's go.
Only a little worried then.
So let's roll an engagement roll.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find them.
There's a +1 to whoever wants to roll it.
I'll do it.
Come on, Cass.
Not worried about this at all. Let's go.
Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I mean, we did injure his legs before we left, so.
And called nightmares from these shit.
So, I mean, unless he's
It
like
had
super
been.
magical, he's probably some sort of injured.
So it's not very bold or daring then, if he's injured.
Well, if this thing,
Well, he
whatever
might
it
be-
remains, has found its way directly to us, something about that seems to make
Something.
gives us pressure. I'd say that there's something daring about to happen here.
Yeah, that's sus as fuck that he's managed to get his way here. Even because if we'd injured his legs, that's even more disturbing.
He just
Or
happened.
he's
Because he
just
managed to
really
find us
determined.
anyway.
He just
He's
happened
been
to
crawling.
be crawling
He's
this
just
way.
Yep, just really determined. I'm gonna get you.
It's happenstance that we came across each other.
This is like a skit of Rick and
I
Morty.
ain't got no legs.
His butt is
I've got
scratched.
no legs.
Yeah, so
I
you
got my
guys will
smile.
get 3 dice on this roll. Whoever wants to roll the engagement roll.
Is that including the +1 or without it? Including.
Okay,
Come
so
on,
that's
Cass.
including. Yeah, I rolled, so I have a 6, and a 3.
Ooh.
Oh shit, that's a crit.
Yeah.
So an exceptional result. You've already overcome the first obstacle and you're in a controlled position for what comes next. All right, so then that means I can take a little bit of liberty. but you can interrupt me at any point. I might shut your ass down, but you can interrupt me. But first, what are your guys' loads? I'm imagining most of you guys are taking a heavy load.
Yep,
But-
heavy.
We'll take a heavy
Medium.
load.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Or
So-
normal, I suppose is the correct term.
Yeah.
As you guys approach, maybe you're using the foresight, or maybe it's a bit of instinct, but you guys spread out and begin to search the area, and you eventually end up approaching the tower, the Half Moon Tower. And you notice a trail of blood leading up to the door. The trail kind of leads out into the desert, not too far, but you can't see the end of it from here. Imagine you guys are kind of at the base of the tower again.
Mm.
And as you not done, huh? And as you guys unless you have something you're gonna try.
Ah.
So you guys follow the trail of blood. It looks like it's whatever was being something was being dragged through here. And they were the trail leads into the hall of the tower, and as you guys enter in, you can kind of see this amorphous blob. It looks like a shifting clot of blood that's kind of bubbling with vapors coming out of them. You see the amorphous occasional pair of eyes form on the surface of the shifting pool of blood. You recognize it as the face of this detective.
Oh my goodness.
You guys, weapons drawn, kind of stare this thing down as it seems to grow to the size of a small cart, as it's kind of this steaming pile of rotten something or another. It kind of moans in acknowledgement of you.
You don't think it remembers us, does it?
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that before you said the acknowledgement.
Yeah.
It was just perfect timing.
Yeah, you watch as this face kind of forces its way to the surface of this like viscous fluid, and it almost looks like someone putting their face through like a bed sheet. You can see them as they begin to speak. This muffled voice tells you that it's been looking for you.
Mm.
Well, fair enough.
The-
I mean,
the
you ended up like
growly-
this.
Growly, low voice of this
Yeah.
detective.
Well, now I feel bad.
Do we know?
Does this mean I get to kill it now?
Yeah, let's put it out of its misery at least.
Yeah, we definitely should.
It tells you not to feel bad, that
I
that
don't.
it's better than ever.
Oh.
Hmm.
Did you come here to thank us then?
Ooh, with my presence?
It kind of cackles in this like muffled sounds more like someone choking on water than an actual laugh.
That's a thank you. That right there. That's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you're welcome.
I feel like, however, Padre, correct me if I'm wrong, but the existence of this creature is a bit of an offense to the color. This is a creature of
Absolutely.
darkness. See, I'm learning. See.
Disgusting abomination that we will send to the hells.
I'm right there with you. I haven't tie-dyed my robes yet, but I'm feeling the spirit of the color.
I will not ask Brianna if we can catch this one.
Tells you that it's been to hell.
Oh,
What if we
Came
let
back,
the other one
made
out to fight
friends.
this one?
Made a friend,
I made a friend. Oh dear, that's
and
not
it came back.
Should have stayed there where you were welcome.
The thing you lured to it sympathized with me. The thing you
It's
lured
not
to
very
me
nightmarish.
sympathized with me. And
Oh.
It's a
We
crappy
act
nightmare
as-
trap.
one now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I mean, Kat, by all means. Or maybe we should do like the
Begins
hallow.
lurching forward,
Ooh, God.
falling over itself like a fucking ball of gelatin. Just
Oh no. I
what you gonna
instinctively
do, gang?
I take a step in front of Cassandra instinctively. Padre, do the
Enchant the
smite.
armament
Hallow.
of my water arm.
Ah, yeah,
Plunge
yeah,
it into this blob.
yeah. Oh god, everything about that was disgusting. That
All
was
right.
quite the sentence.
Roll an attack, I suppose. A body or a brawl or a cast roll, depending on how you want to go about that.
Yes, I'm not actually sure. I think we'll start with a brawl.
Okay.
See if I can get my watery arm to grapple its blob form.
Oh shit, there's a blob?
6
You're
to
muted,
4 to
Val.
2.
I said, oh shit, there's a blob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
They're very
You found
happy with their
us.
new form.
So
Okay.
happy. It's the size of a cart and it's
Oh.
coming towards us and
Do we do
Yep.
an engagement roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
Yeah.
We got
chose...
a critical.
All right. Cool. I chose a heavy load.
So you guys, to catch you up a little bit, Val, you found a
Mhm.
trail of blood leading up to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the detective waiting on you, but he's sort of a shambling mound of flesh with bubbling pimples of grossness, and
tasty.
you kind of see his face vaguely, shape of his face like stretching through this bloody mass of flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was that brawl roll? You got a 6 on that thing?
I did.
All right. So you plunge your arm into this thing. You can hear the and you can hear how hot it is as some of the water in your arm begins to evaporate. But you like tear a hole into the side of this thing, and it releases this howl like that echoes throughout the hall, and it begins to turn on you, and it doesn't necessarily attack you. It just begins to kind of close itself around your arm and tries to kind of suck you into its body. Yeah, make a body resist roll. See if this thing hurts you.
I'm going to use an extra die.
Okay.
How many of those do I have?
You have 3.
Okay. Oop, fell off my desk. Let's try again. I'll take a 5.
All right. So you kind of freak out a little bit. You take one, as much as Padre can, and so you kind of shake it off, withdraw your arm from this thing, taking a big piece of its like fleshy Hulk self with it, and manage to get out of there unscathed. You do take a stress. This thing is still, now it's leaking fluid all over the floor, but it's still going. It threatens to kind of overtake your group.
Mm-hmm.
Would anybody like to act?
Whew. Okay. I'm going to open up my bag and pull out some of those alchemic tools that I have, and some of my little bombs that I have. My little jars of alchemy, and I saw that like it's sizzled away his water, and he's sticky. I'd like to initiate a flashback scene.
Okay.
A few days ago, before we left, and I'm making these bottles. There's sort of a scene on me that's going through my books and my lore, making my little bombs, tinkering, and I figured out essentially how to make a cement bomb. And I want to yeah.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Normally that would be like a long-term project, but
Okay.
since it's our finale
Yeah,
and I like the idea, I'll allow it. It is a 2-stress flashback.
That's
since it's a big,
yeah.
a big
Yeah,
gain,
I'm down
big
for
get.
it. Yeah. Like learning how to make, cause I'm a geologist, so I know how to work with the earth, as we call it. And I'm going to, tell the Padre to duck, and I'm going, well, not duck, get out of the, duck. I'm gonna tell him to duck as I'm
Duck,
gonna
Padre.
toss this cement bomb at him.
I would say this would probably be a brawl or a finesse roll.
Well, if you're gonna give me the option of brawl, I will roll brawl.
Depends on how. I mean, this thing's like right in your face, so
Yeah,
unless you take a
exactly.
couple steps back,
Yeah.
you're like basically smashing this thing in this jar into it more than throwing it.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're gonna let me brawl, I will brawl. I'll have to see this. What? Hell.
Oh shit!
Fucking Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hell Satan.
So
I only hail the color.
turns out they're the same. Just kidding.
Well, if that's
so
the case, then I will.
all right. So you smash this bottle into this thing, and immediately this explosion of this like liquid concrete or like rubber cement type stuff kind of coats one side of this this blob, and it kind of tries to shift and maneuver its way away from the source of this, but it's stuck to it, and it kind of immobilizes it, although it's struggling to get out.
That's the idea.
It's very effective. Meatwad is paralyzed.
Oh no.
Amazing. I might pull out one of the moves while it's paralyzed, and use when it's like that reversal of everything being shadow, and instead changing it and channeling pure light in like a guiding bolt thing, but for flavor, because he's like having the moment with the Padre in this past however many parts of a scene, it's gonna be really colorful.
Be like a rainbow?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna sear its flesh off with a rainbow. If I can.
Attack ever.
Who knows? Yeah, exactly. The power of gay. Maybe I should just make it like the bisexual
Yeah, and
colors.
cat
That'd be
comes
fun.
out of your
Yeah.
My power of gay skull.
Yep.
gay skull could be like a clothing store.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd buy from there.
Absolutely.
Cater to LGBT goths.
Goths, of which there are many.
There are.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
a
will.
straight goth.
Same. Safe space. I will try to cast, but it's an attack spell. Yeah. Do I want to do an extra dice? Fuck it. We're finale. I'm gonna use one of my extra dice. Oh, this is a 5. There's 3 ones there, guys. But the 5.
Oh, bud.
Like the opposite of 666 there.
So you blast this thing with rainbow
yeah.
light, and it sears its flesh, but this steaming, bloody, viscous fluid kind of flies off of it, and make a resistance roll, a body
Okay.
resistance roll.
Body resistance roll? Sure. I'm going to say the power of...
This boiling blood lands on you.
Yeah. The power of the color compels you. Okay, right. 3 to 5. I don't know what that means for a resistance roll.
So you take 1 stress.
1 stress.
But you're all right.
Okay. We alright. We vibing. Okay. That's me.
Catriel and Cassandra, would you guys like to act before this
Yes.
thing?
I will. You can go first.
Oh, I was probably going to do the same thing you did. Just pop a gun and shoot it.
Yeah.
following Kat's lead. You know, trying to look cool and badass the same way. Just draw the gun and
You
just
guys back to back, just
no Pulp Fiction style, where we just both point down the sights.
yeah,
back.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you're next to each other and you shoot him.
Yeah.
Go ahead and you guys give me your rolls.
I got a 5, 2 4s, and a 3.
And I only get to roll 1, so let's see what I get. Oh, it's a 6. Yeah. Hooray for dice justifying a cool moment.
Nice. So you guys both empty your pistols into this thing, and it kind of releases this like moan that sounds almost like a mix of like it's in pain, but it almost sounds like it's enjoying it at the same time. Cassandra, you're familiar with this. I've
heard this noise before.
You watch as it kind of shudders and quakes, and with like one last like surge of energy, it kind of explodes in this fountain of like boiling gore that's hot and smells like the inside of that pit. You guys go ahead and all make me a body resist roll.
And Rendish, you got a new +1.
Yay.
5 and a 2.
Body resistance.
Oh, is this everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4.
Ooh,
5.
I think I have 2
5.
in there. I have 2 in body now, guys. Ooh, 6. 3 and a 6.
Did anybody roll under a 3 or lower as their highest? Okay, so you guys just take the stress as you kind of all duck behind some of the furnishings and the statues in the hall to shield yourself from what is essentially just boiling body fluid. And you look around after it's silent for a few moments, and all you can hear is kind of the sizzling of what's left of this creature, which was once a respectable detective in the town of Blackstone. He's on the ground in the hall of the Half Moon Tower.
Oof. Hey, Padre, did you see that? Did you see I did get rainbow?
Yes. Inspired. Beautiful work.
See, Cassandra, if you practice more, you might be able to shoot better.
Well, look, this shows that it works.
Exactly. Practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just imagine what I would have shot if you hadn't helped me.
Yeah, I could be dead.
Rianne, I called you Raina. Rianne, your eyes are very sharp, and you catch a glimmer of something sparkling in this pile of gold. As you investigate, you let it cool off, I suppose, first, or
Mhm.
pick it up with some tongs.
You know I got tongs.
You know I got tongs.
I got all the tongs.
Like part of my part of my alchemic tools is to you can't just sometimes those bottles get hot, so you have tongs.
You find this, it almost looks like a ruby. It's this glowing gem.
Ooh.
This red gem. It doesn't necessarily have a glow of its own, but it definitely has this very like reflective quality to it. It sparkles in the lamplight.
Nice. Well, I guess that takes care of that problem, huh?
I hope so. I'm gonna put this in a jar.
Gonna scoop some innards as well.
I always have. Okay.
We're not eating it.
You can experiment and
bad.
feed it to the tree.
Please, Cat.
Tasting it is part of science.
No,
Tasting is,
like only if it's like a rock. Like you can lick
Or
it.
mushrooms.
Is
Gooey
a ruby
things.
not a stone?
Well,
Gotcha there.
We weren't talking about the stone. We were talking about the innards. If you want to lick
The
the
goo.
stone, listen,
Yeah.
Padre. If you want to lick the stone, and I'm gonna hold it up with the tongs in front of his face and tell me how it is, you can do it.
Probably tastes as good as the Blarney Stone.
Go ahead, Padre. The color will protect you.
He's thinking
It
about
will,
it though.
and I will lick the stone.
Yes! Pressure here, pressure.
It tastes like iron.
Oh, that's a blood gem. That's a literal blood gem, my friends.
Metallic.
Oh,
Thank you for your
science, huh?
Thank you for your contributions towards science, Padre. As I put it back in the jar.
All things possible through the color.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go check out the upstairs now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hi. We've got to find that suit. Hey, maybe if we find the suit, we can have a wedding in here. Or a party.
What?
Yeah. Maybe.
What? I wasn't serious.
What? I was clearly joking.
Okay.
Just narrow eyes at Rian.
Stare.
Narrow eyes back at you. Like, or just. Oh, wait, you're not joking? Are you trying to get married?
Well, me and Padre had a conversation, and maybe.
I have the
Be
parachute.
what?
You can just.
Huh?
You can get married and jump off the tower because I have the parachute.
Get married and parachute off a tower? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We weren't talking about anything important. It's fine.
It was innards. We were discussing how maybe we could feed some of this to the tree, and clearly it will help rejuvenate it with creepy.
Indeed. We're fine.
Helping the tree is important, yes.
Whatever y'all say, I'm just gonna step over the innards and go to the staircase.
As you guys kind of make your way towards the upper levels of this tower, make your way across scaffoldings, walkways, and through a ladder.
One second. Sorry, Kat. I had to mute you because whoever was talking in your background, we could hear them very loudly.
So where was I? Oh, so you guys are exploring this this tower, and your journey takes you up through these different levels where there are fantastic bedrooms, halls, and quarters for different servants and things of that nature. You find that the noble family that lived here seemed to have a lot of, well, not only was their wealth expansive, but they had a lot of strange decor, a lot of strange odd uh, behaviors, for lack of a better word. Not that you're observing these behaviors, but you're finding things that very odd, like for instance, in the bedrooms, you might find like tools for self-flagellation, like the ones that like Padre has. There might be, there seems to be an overarching theme of blood, and in many of the tapestries, there's depictions of a blood moon or red moon, in a half moon fashion. But as you guys are going throughout this, if y'all want to make me like a group investigation check, whoever's searching for treasure, obviously you don't have to participate if you're garbage at it.
Yeah, I'm looking for something specific. So
if y'all want to do a group check, I have no issue leading it.
Let's do it.
I will gander.
A group check and which one? Investigate?
investigate.
Yeah, no, never mind. I'm just gonna stare at the wall.
I'm
A
gonna be
6.
looking around too, but I'm also looking for accessories for the dress.
Okay.
But I will
Just gonna
help
admire the wallpaper.
Yeah.
stuff.
I think there was a 6 and 2 5s.
Yeah.
5.
5. Pretty
You
good.
guys explore this. So nobody failed, nobody took stress, nobody's got stress. So as you guys explore, you find that some of these rooms their occupants are still there, murdered in their beds or in their living quarters at various stages of the day. And you also find the corpse of several of what appear to be the attackers, these knights in white robes with golden helms, much like the man you fought atop the other tower. And one of these knights is wearing these elaborate gauntlets that seem to be stained red with blood. So they give off a magical aura that you can see with your mask, Ruben.
Yeah.
And you have a feeling that these are some kind of magical artifact used by these knights.
Yeah, you know what, guys? It's probably dark shit, but that's an artifact. Those are artifacts. Those are magical.
Well, they belong to us.
All artifacts belong to us. Yeah.
They belong in our home.
Yeah. I also was trying to look for a real flashy, expensive looking ring. Preferably one with a red stone in it, just to go with the dress.
I'm sure that you find one of these tall, slender humanoids dead in their bed, and they are wearing a very fancy ring.
Yoink.
It grabs you. No, I'm just kidding. So as you guys continue to explore and move upwards through this tower, you come across what you imagine should be the penultimate floor, like the second to the top floor, but you can't find any further way up. You look around for a while, and you look in several places where you think the staircase should be, but all you find are dead ends.
It honestly sounded like you said dead ents, and I was like, oh man.
Oh no.
This is where the ant lives went.
Treebeard.
So.
Well,
kind of hit an impasse.
I guess there's no way to the top. Ooh, what if there's a secret door somewhere?
Yeah.
I'm going to look for a switch. Like,
To start poking all the things.
well, this is my, I guess, investigation roll, just and see if like I can find like some sort of trigger of something somewhere.
Sure.
5.
You're a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of sit down and you draw like a rough like floor layout of this floor, and you're like, I'm pretty sure that if there were going to be stairs, they'd have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of start looking on that wall, and you eventually you decide to take out some of your alchemical tools,
Mm-hmm.
and you start tinkering with it, and you get a reaction from one of your substances, and you kind of take a paintbrush and coat the wall with this chemical, and all of a sudden the letters of some kind of wording that's been painted on the wall long ago kind of comes back to the surface.
Ooh.
And you've already translated some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a rough translation of this would be,
I have something actually.
what?
Yeah. I have. Where's my thing? Okay, Rianne. I actually have. If so it's Seeker, and I didn't technically push myself, but I could. Is part of it is, or you can push yourself when navigating, working with tools, or comprehending languages.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to push yourself
Okay.
since you already. Or you could maybe if you wanted a better translation, but I'll go ahead and give you this base translation.
Gotcha.
Which is like, it's a very short phrase. It says, the road is filled with blood, and we are always watching.
The world is filled with blood, and we are always watching. Kind of turn to look at the room behind me and everyone. You're like, well, it's not to trigger. I think it's a message that we have some voyeurs.
Maybe they need blood.
Maybe. Anyone got some to spare?
We could just go back downstairs and collect some off the floor.
I can splash a bit of the blood of a saint in this spot.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Give it a shot, Padre.
I would do so.
You watch as the wall kind of seems to distort for a moment and then reverts to normal. It did react.
More blood,
Yeah.
perhaps.
So the road is covered in blood, I think is what I said. Hopefully. And we are always watching. That's what it says.
Blur. Covered. Maybe we need to go get those bodies.
Yeah, I don't want to touch on dead bodies. I'm not that interested in what's behind this wall.
I am. I'll go carry the dead bodies.
Okay.
I'm okay with some dark shit. Yeah.
I already told you I have
I mean, they're dead. It's not gonna they've been dead a while. It's mostly just skeletons. It's not like it's gonna be too heavy anyway.
Me and Kat will go and get the bodies. You guys can chat up here. We'll be back.
Should we get them chairs to sit down on?
I'll do you one better. I will go ahead and tell you that this is a riddle, and that you imagine that these people would probably have not wanted to have a corpse with them every time they opened the store.
Well, okay, it might not have been a corpse, but maybe they as people needed to be there to be seeing it. Like,
But
you know
what
how
if they
people
did
now
watch
have
parts
the
of
eye
them?
thing?
Is
Eyes.
so the chemical reaction?
I will say you
for
guys have
the-
everything you need to
Mhm.
Yeah.
open this
Okay.
door
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
already with you.
So the chemical reaction that happened when I painted stuff over this writing, is it written in blood?
No.
Okay.
It's just a kind of a
Like
a hidden
invisible
ink,
ink. Yeah.
invisible
Okay.
ink kind of thing.
Okay.
Does it need blood or iron?
blood?
It might be the stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna take our ruby out and hold up with my tongs the ruby to the wall and like tap it with my tongs. Teep, teep, teep. Maybe
You don't get a
then-
response
okay.
from that.
Maybe.
I will say, if all else fails, you could always blow it up or climb up the side of the castle.
When in doubt, dynamite.
But let's see what you guys come up with.
I'm not really in the mood to sacrifice any of you. I'm just saying. Like, I don't like morally. You're my friends, and I'm not a great person, but I draw the line at human sacrifice.
So
for
once
treasure.
again, think practically.
Mhm.
That's very impractical. Why would someone need a human sacrifice every time they opened a door? That would be very.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a demon behind
You're in
this.
the night
This is a-
realm,
This
man.
is a door,
I don't know.
not like a
Okay.
genie's lamp or something. I don't know. I'm just
Try-
saying. I already
Good.
kind of said you don't need a corpse, so you don't
True.
need a human sacrifice. It's
Yeah.
kind of
True.
like parallel.
Ooh, someone try
Yeah.
and pee
You guys
on
are-
it.
Are thinking too a
What?
little too
Pee
complex.
on
I
it?
think.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Perhaps it's
cost
Too
extra.
much credit.
Fresh blood.
Yeah, you give me way too much credit there.
I'm while they're talking, because I'm very much a fuck around and find out kind of character. I'm just gonna and just cut my hand and see if it works. Smear it over.
You get a reaction again,
Mm.
but it doesn't open the path.
On the floor.
On the what?
Like drip some of it on the floor rather than the wall.
That has no effect.
Okay. It's reacting.
There's like
Okay.
a hole in the wall for the stone thing.
No, there's no hole. It's just a wall. You wouldn't even known there was writing there if you hadn't had your archaeologist friend.
Well, it's time to take me hammer.
Are there any statues in here, by the way? Any
There are
like figures
probably
or
some busts lining the hall.
What are they looking at?
They're probably facing each other, like on either side of the hall.
Are we doing it on the wrong part of the wall?
No.
well, they're
I will
always
tell you that.
watching.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take me hammer and I'm gonna sledge it into the wall.
All right. Roll I guess roll brawl for me.
Hi. That's a 4.
So your hammer makes contact.
And it is
And-
enchanted, so just a heads up. Yeah.
That is important.
Mhm.
So your hammer makes contact, and you guys hear this crack as the wall kind of distorts again, and it blurs almost like your vision is blurring, but just in this one spot. And you see a crack begin to form on the wall.
I'm gonna smash it again.
You gonna smash it again? Okay.
Yes. This time I'm gonna like put the hammer between my knees, like spit in my hands, rub it together. All right. My big fucking hammer. That's a 5.
All right. You hear this big boom as the hammer
Mhm.
breaks through the wall, and simultaneously some sort of spell or enchantment is dispelled. and the wall kind of crumbles, revealing a hidden staircase. Well, hidden is relative, I suppose, but ooh.
So, I was just showing my dice because Ty was talking in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all there is to that. You feel this kind of magic dissipate, and you have a feeling that whatever is behind this wall probably has a good feeling or has a good idea that you're here now. You guys are in a risky position.
Ooh. I think there's something behind here.
I
You don't
Like,
say.
I think there's something alive or not alive, but there's something behind here that I think wants to fight us.
I think we just broke down a wall in its home, and now it knows we're here, and I don't blame it for wanting to fight
No,
us.
that's okay. All right. Well, let's okay.
Should we
Let's
get
go
ready?
kill it.
Yeah.
Kat,
Do what we do.
You wanna finish breaking the door down? I hit it twice.
You gonna lend me your hammer?
Yeah, sure. Here's the hammer.
Okie dokie. I got a 6 and a 5.
Wait, what are you trying to break down?
The wall.
Breaking down the rest of the wall, so it's all nice and clear.
To get through it.
Oh.
Just
Okay,
to
I'm
finish
like,
it
what?
off.
Yeah, you cleared the rubble. You managed to make a big portal for your friends to comfortably travel through. No squeezing or crouching required.
Nice.
You guys head up the stairs.
Aye, let's go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna break down a wall and then not to go through it.
As you emerge at the top of the staircase,
Mhm.
you enter again into one of these rooftop gardens. And on the far end of the garden, in the opposite end facing you, you can see a large door that is barred shut. And a man sits in front of it, kind of slouched over, but you can see his like slow breathing. You can see this man has like long gray hair and a long gray beard. It's one of these slender, tall humanoids, and this individual is also wearing these white robes that you've seen before, but he doesn't have a golden helmet. Instead, atop his head, there's a bejeweled crown. He sits with his sword in his hand, this red blade that is like the same color as the blood gem that you found. And he doesn't seem to take notice of you until
Is this the same guy that was in the prison?
No.
Okay.
As you guys step out into the rooftop, he kind of like looks up. You see him reach for a staff that's staying next to him, and he kind of like pulls himself up to his feet. He looks like a walking skeleton almost, because his skin, he's just skin and bones.
Mm-hmm.
You see his labored breaths as he's like, the cold air comes out of his mouth.
Oh, y'all, I think we found the king of the castle.
I think we did, yeah.
Should,
I like his crown. We should take it.
Yeah, let's fuck him up, fam. Fuck
You
him up,
have
fam.
time to talk about your meaning in life and what happens after you die.
Rian, you're the only one who vaguely understands this man says, as he says in this labored breath of this old, ancient, dead language. He says, "The secret's here. will stay buried.
Well, he's
He kind
protecting
of
a
points his
secret.
sword out towards you guys.
He's protecting a secret, and he wants it to stay buried.
What
We're
secret
on
are
the
you
top floor.
protecting?
I told you it wouldn't be a secret.
But maybe I could convince you to tell me, pretty please.
He. Ooh,
I mean, it's obviously been a
Cassandra's-
long time
Yeah,
since he's had any
Wait.
Yeah.
fun. So
I'm wearing the dress. Can I convince him that I'm a friend?
I would like you to try.
Absolutely. I would like to try as well. Yeah, Cassandra will step forward and say, we're not your enemy. We're here to help protect the secret too. You just have to tell us a little more about it. And so I have the ability Cloak and Dagger, and I do definitely feel that this is a disguise or a covert misdirection. It gives me a +1 dice to confuse or deflect suspicion.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see that dice roll.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's going to be manipulate. So it's 3 dice, and since it's the end of the show, I'm going to add on another dice to make it 4, and just see where this baby takes us. 2, 3, 4. 4, 6, 1, and a 3. So 6.
This man turns his sword to you and addresses you and says, he kind of like looks at you and frowns and he spits on the ground in front of me. He says, I thought we killed all the sinners in this castle. And then he kind of lunges towards you and tries to fucking cut you in half. This guy is like fucking Sonic levels fast. For a fucking frail old man, he moves like lightning. He's like right in front of you before you know it. He's trying to cut you in fucking half.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, now Ruben's gonna make silly decisions.
But it didn't really have the effect or outcome you wanted. I understand. But,
It worked. It worked, just not the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, he recognizes you as a former resident of this place.
Which is not a good thing.
May not mean that he's a resident. He's an invader.
So roll a body roll.
All right, I'm good at those.
Roll your body for me if you don't mind.
That's 1 dice.
Stop, drop, roll.
Yeah. Do a barrel roll. 4.
4. Okay. Yeah, you take 2 stress as Ruben yanks your ass out of the way. That's how I'm gonna play for this.
Yeah, sounds on brand.
You duck and like Ruben like helps you, like pulls you back out of the way right in time as this guy's like, you hear this as his sword kind of slices through the air.
Okay.
He turns to all of you and you see as his like robes kind of start to flutter in the wind and he begins to like float a few inches off the ground.
I don't think he's a friend.
I don't think so either. I think that momentary when you really sense your mortality very quite acutely and something like that, I'm just gonna produce the ring with a flourish and just kind of hand it over to her. It's going real well with the dress, huh?
And she's just gonna look down at it and be like, what? We
might die. I feel like maybe
You hear this guy going, oh, he's going Super Saiyan. Over here while you guys are proposing.
Listen, that means we got a good 5
Over
episodes.
with you two. He's going Super Saiyan over here.
We got 5 more episodes. It's fine. He's not
No,
gonna
we
be ready
don't.
anytime soon.
He's been trying
we have
this whole
to
time.
guarantee our success in future endeavors. Yeah.
Points his sword up into the sky. What are you guys doing?
can I channel elements? I can use the elements as weapons of arcane energy. Can I freeze them?
Yeah, I mean, you could try. Yeah.
Okay. I got a 4 and 2 1s.
All right.
Okay. So you watch as he's like raising his sword up into the sky and he's chanting this prayer, and you manage to freeze him mid like phrase, but you watch as like the clouds begin to kind of like roll and part, and you see this red light coming from the sky, and it begins to rain these swords made of blood.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you guys have him frozen, but you're also being pelted by blood swords of God.
So that's some resist. I'm gonna body resist that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my last extra dice on that.
Oh no. That's 2 2s.
I got a 3 and a 2.
Oh, y'all.
I'm too busy on one knee, like, this could be the last chance that we shit. Swords falling from the sky.
6-3-2.
I got to 5, so I'll take
I think this one will be Cass going, yes, I'll marry you, and then just like tackles Ruben over as they just roll and dodge swords.
Yeah.
So who rolled under a 3 or 3 or lower?
Me.
Oh wow! All right. Damn. All right. So yeah. So the other two, you guys just take the stress. You three, you each take a level 2 harm as one of these blades of blood from the sky impales you, and then
it's probably the same one for us.
Turns to blood. And there's nothing left but the hole that it left in you.
We take the stress as well.
No, you don't take the stress. You just take the
Listen, I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, thanks.
Harm sucks.
I am going to. Is it still raining swords? Like, is it just like constant raining swords? I'm going to get me hammer, and since this man is frozen, I'm gonna try and use it, like the combination of the freezing and the power of my hammer to knock his arm off that's holding the sword, to like keep it from being pointed into the sky.
Yes, you want to disarm him.
Yes, I'm going to literally disarm this man.
Disarm him, yeah.
You want to take his arm.
Defend him too.
I got a 1, a 5, and a 6. So
nice. So yeah, you fucking come down on this guy and like crush his arm beneath your hammer, causing him to like come down on one knee. The frost kind of like cracks and breaks off of him, this like layer of ice that's formed over his skin as he begins to like pick himself up off the ground and float again.
Someone grab the sword!
As he's starting to float, I'd like to use my watery arm and fill it with a rainbow light enchantment, turning it into razor thin thing to decapitate him.
Let's do it. Yeah, you see him as he raises his staff, and it becomes, you see this blade of like blood form. It turns it into a scythe, and he's like getting ready to use it when you try to cut his head off.
6-5-2-1. I used an extra on that.
So you come down on him, and he takes it in the shoulder. He manages to kind of move out of the way just in time. You hack into his shoulder, and you watch his blood just covers the garden floor. You're right up in his face, so he's gonna try and like headbutt you as hard as he can. So make a body resistance roll.
He can try. Crit, 2 6s and a 1.
Nice. Yeah, you just hold fast, and he hits your head, and you're like a brick wall. You just don't even move. You kind of like chuckle and blow it off, and you clear stress for that crit. And who has not acted? I know Kat and Rain.
Technically, I haven't.
Technically, because we got stabbed.
Yeah.
What are you lovebirds doing?
I got stabbed and I still did stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance yet. Too
busy making lovey eyes at each other.
Oh, they were rolling and snogging while dodging swords.
they were getting impaled, but not the nice way. But they
Yeah,
still
not
liked
the
it.
way they like.
Yeah. um. So this guy has been literally disarmed. Is he looking pretty fucked up?
Yeah, he's got like this huge wound in his shoulder, and his arm is broken. His right arm is broken.
Let's cast
His
some
head
magic
is a
at
little
him.
sore. He's got a headache from where he tried to headbutt Ramil and didn't.
I wonder if I can take a rather aggressive move and try to use this blood shit that he's got going on against him and try to use magic out of sheer anger at being impaled that way, just as I was having my big romantic moment. And I want to try and boil his while it's still inside him.
That's so cool. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try full on like bleeding out the ears. I'm gonna try and yeah, fuck him up, fam. Cast. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Does my
this
level
is-
2 harm do anything to what I'm doing?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a minus die listed on here.
It's minus
Take
one
one.
die to all
Yeah.
Okay.
rolls.
I will use one of. I think I had 2 extra dice. I'll use my last one to keep me at 3. Two ones and a 6.
Oh, okay, nice.
My dice are just,
They are just unsure.
keeping me on my
what they-
Keep you
toes.
on edge.
They're keeping me on my toes. They're reminding me, see what could have happened.
So, with a 6, you manage to cast a spell on this guy, and his
hell.
skin begins to turn red. And you watch as he kind of screams in agony. And he says, with his kind of his dying breaths, he's like, thousands of years of loyalty and faith all ended. For what?
Cry me a fucking river, dickhead.
Oh man, it's like I hate Justin Timberlake.
Don't we all? That's
Nah.
the insult to injury right there, is using that line for it.
Nah, he's alright, I guess. So you you defeat this guy as he falls over. His crown kind of topples off of his head,
Hell yeah.
clatters to the ground on the stone before you guys, and he kind of crumples to dust
Ooh.
because he's so fucking old. But his robes are left behind, and his sword and his crown,
Do you like a fancy
and his
robe?
walking stick.
Oh. Hey, look, guys, we got more cool shit.
He doesn't have any jewelry on him.
The crown.
Brienne
Okay.
gets the crown because she
you
said
wanna-
she wanted it. So
That's
besides
true.
the crown, no rings or anything.
You missed it. Reuben boiled his blood and killed him.
Nice.
I boiled him from the inside out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because he interrupted me.
Mhm.
this crown
sweet.
kind of falls to the ground.
Mm.
And you say you give it to Rian.
Yeah.
Is
Wrap it up
As you
in a nice cloth and put it away.
I'm going to go over and just like lean into Rihanna and be like, she said yes. I gave her her ring and she said yes.
Oh, let's do it right now.
Parachutes.
Here. I will take out my climbing gear. Like, I'll mark that off. To have so that y'all can have parachutes.
Wow.
so y'all gonna perform a marriage ceremony?
All
What?
parachuted.
Right now? Is this?
Yeah.
Oh,
You wouldn't do? Would you, Padre?
It's just
Look at this moment of glory and badassery of us. We
It would be a
have-
true
Covered in
testament. It
blood.
would be a
I
true
can-
testament to the color.
I can use my channel elements to like set a nice misty mood if you want.
oh, fine.
If you would,
Un-
Father, it would be honored to be married.
Yeah, All
bask
right.
in the light of the color and
Covered in blood at the top of a tower.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna operate a flashback where those flowers from the other tower that we found, I had gathered a whole bunch of them, and I just pull them out of my bag and wrap them in in a bouquet, and I hand them to Cass. Here you go, ma'am.
It's beautiful. She'll take them and just hold back a tear. I see you've all been planning this.
Yeah.
I wasn't, but I mean, I was just gonna take the flowers to make some teas out of them. Catriel enjoyed chewing, so I was fine. But they're
Also,
yours now.
romantic at heart, even if I do like killing things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Fate clearly has
good-
meant for this moment to happen, you know.
We could have died in a better time.
Good day, everyone. From the top of this tower, I, Aremiel Mendoza, have been chosen in this beautiful place. That's sort of beautiful. And we take the time from our routines and lives to witness the unique moment of Reuben and Cassandra. Today, they join their lives in a union, becoming one light together in marriage. To all of those joining up, do you want me to do the entire thing?
Yeah. Parachutes are
Okay.
ready. We're gonna parachute down afterwards. That was Rian's idea.
All right.
So we could even do like a fast version while we're parachuting down if you like, but I did have a better idea for the parachuting. So do the long version here, and then you guys should definitely jump first once it's done.
Yes, of course. To all joining, we become one in this light. We witness and share this time. We have spent many years, many moments together, watched them grow and work and educate. We are those here now that have supported them so well, and it is fitting that we share in this once-in-a-lifetime moment under the color. Your parents aren't here. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
That's fine.
A wedding day is often for the families, and for those that are no longer with us, we continue to honor you. Reuben.
Yes.
Cassandra.
Yes.
And her love that you blend into this light. You are together, and you are a kind and sweet man.
Oh.
Cassandra loves you and holds that light within you. You remember each other's stories. You want to become a part of each other's circles and be closer. And to Cassandra, Reuben loves you and your mind and your beauty and appreciates the time that you give, enjoying everything that you share and your intimacy. You both look fulfilled and look forward to a happy and healthy future. We come now to the words of Reuben and Cassandra on this day as we bring you over the rainbow threshold where the color combines your light. Reuben, do you come freely and without reservation to give yourself to Cassandra in this prism of marriage? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Cassandra, do you come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to the prism of marriage with Reuben? If so, please, I do.
I do.
Having heard both Reuben and Cassandra acknowledge their intention and love, you may now speak any vows that you have prepared. Please grasp hands, Ruben, if you have anything.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Or do you want to follow this? It's up to you.
I'll improvise.
Okay.
I have spent a life perfecting looking into the future and existing in dark spaces with the shadows. But when I met you, Cassandra, I found a light in my life, and I'm very grateful for all that you have brought to me, and you make me a better person. And I look forward to our future together.
And Cassandra, do you want to improvise as well, or would you like?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Ruben, what started as just fun flirtations and even a little work became something much more, and I'm grateful for that. And you've taught me and shown me things that no one else has. And look at Kat. No, that's not a sex thing. And I'm happy to learn more secrets and explore even further with you in this journey that we continue.
And so you will share your lives, build your dreams, following the light through trouble, rejoicing in happiness, giving respect and loyalty, faith and hope. Everyone we see here, we have advice for newlyweds, and we can offer those in the time we continue to share and grow. We offer from the color these wishes on this special day. May your life together be blessed with prosperity and health. May you always share open and honest communication. May you respect each other's individual talents and gifts and give full support through all pursuits. May you cherish the home and family you create together. May all your years come filled with celebration and renewal of your love. Through the light, I now pronounce you a full prism, husband and wife. You may
She leaps
now
into his
kiss,
arms.
if you would like, in this extraordinarily beautiful bloody tower filled with corpses and treasure that we have stolen.
Just full on leap into his arms.
Yeah. This is not a polite wedding kiss they're making out.
Oh my god.
There's no
Well then.
decency here. They're holding hands.
Rian pulls a handkerchief and like blows her nose and pats her eyes because she's crying because it was beautiful. It's just so beautiful.
Oh, and Cass is going to toss the bouquet to Kat.
As you guys are rejoicing, you hear the door on the far end of the garden kind of creak open, and out of it walks a beautiful, stunning, tall, slender woman with a crown, and she is wearing a dark purple dress. She walks out, doesn't even seem to acknowledge your existence. She's walking past you all to the edge of the castle. She looks out at the moon, or to the sky, and clouds kind of part, and the moon reveals itself, and it is a bloody crescent moon. You can kind of see that it's lower to the earth than you've ever seen it before. And then as you look closely, you can see that the moon is not actually a moon, but it is the head of a great being that comes eye to eye with this this queen, presumably. And this great being, its humanoid figure, kind of looms next to the tower, casting a shadow on all of you, and kind of reaches up and grabs the woman. She doesn't resist. And then everything, or the light from the moon, fades to black, and the clouds kind of part, and the sun comes out. You guys hear a rumbling as the tower begins to shake.
It's go time.
I think it's parachute time.
Yeah.
Buddy, just okay. All right, you've got it. Everything's you know how to use them, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Kat, I know you're.
Yes,
from the
Mom,
army.
I was in the army. I already know.
That's what I was about to
Done
say.
this a million times. It's fine.
Yes, go, Padre. You strapped good, and I'm gonna check Padre's straps to make sure that he's good. Like,
Great.
excellente, and I'm gonna push him off the tower.
I was just about to ask, what do they yell in this world?
Yeah.
As you guys jump off the tower, you can hear it begin to collapse behind you, and you can see off in the distance the opposing tower, the full moon tower, is also begin to collapse. Whatever magic was keeping it up seems to have been dispelled. The treasures you took with you are the only ones still intact. So, you guys make it safely back to the ground and begin your journey back to Blackstone. Even though we won't necessarily have a chance to use it, you guys do get a whopping 8 coin from this operation.
16 total.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We'll buy our own
And-
castle with it.
And yeah. I think that's all I got for you guys today, unless you guys want to role play it out some more.
Like, let's maybe go around and like what do our epilogues look like going back into kind of instead of experience, like what's our epilogues like?
Yeah. What do the future days hold for
all of our effects belong to us.
I'm going to get some more coffee, but I'm listening.
Who wants to start?
I guess I can start.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess I take my money and I buy myself some more fun tools and continue to follow Rihanna around as she looks for more stuffs.
And so by following me around, I'm going to take some of this money and I'm actually going to not necessarily go to a convention, but I'm going to hold a convention in Blackstone. For, magical artifacts and whatnot, and invite our friends that run the auctions so that we can run an auction at this convention for various things that we could sell ourselves, but also steal bet on. That kind of stuff. And there might be a moment where I don't know, I'll go and I'll talk to Kat and be like, so that whole marriage thing got me thinking, and should we label this or should we just continue as we are? Either way,
Well, you were already my person, so
so I guess the question is, do we want multiple people? Do we want to go find us someone? Do we want
whatever you like, sweetheart.
Oh, you're my person. Thank you.
Dealer's choice.
After all, we're at a convention. Do you honestly think that we're gonna stay virgins here? I don't think so. I know you're not.
No.
And yeah.
Nice. I think Ruben's gonna settle in quite nicely to married life, and they have enough coin to like maybe get an actual home. Long-term epilogue.
Don't have to hear them.
Yeah, you don't have to. We've got our
Do
own
you
private.
get the
We
rabbit's
literally got a
townhouse?
room.
Do you just go to the
Yes.
rabbit's townhouse?
We do. We get his townhouse. Long term, I think he'll eventually just become a house husband. He can run his own private business. People can come for readings, but he'll be the house husband, raise any kids that they have.
Just as long as he looks as intense as the the manga.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, I think that's him.
Cass probably also retires then. They hadn't really talked about her business. They kind of brushed over that topic, but she probably doesn't sell her services anymore. But I think she probably just becomes the madam of her own business.
Yeah, starts her own.
Yeah, and that way she can still keep it going, but she doesn't indulge anymore.
Magnificent. What a legacy.
Remiel takes the magic of the color, sprouting wings and taking the sword of blood to fly and meet others and bring others under the fold, and goes to wage war against the Solarians
Yes.
and
Yes.
blasphemy,
Hell
bringing
yeah.
the one true God to all those that are willing to come to the light.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's metal as fuck.
He just multi-classed into paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. With
Down
Limp
the
Biscuit
color.
playing in the background while he's doing
I
it.
don't mean to trivialize.
Remiel does not like Limp Bizkit. Remiel is not a fan of hardcore.
It's only Kid
Hardcore.
Rock.
I think it's only Kid Rock. He was kid.
Man, that's great stuff. Well, I have had such a great time,
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate you guys for sticking with me, and anybody in the audience that stuck with us. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are real MVPs. Wow. Val, I guess
Yeah.
I'll hand it over to you.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming and showing up. It was a great time. It was fun. If you're interested in playing this skin, kind of keep an eye out on my Twitter and my Discord. If you're not in my Discord, we're gonna work work to finalize that. But Jamie, are you opening to share it with anyone who might want to do any play testing for it or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just get in contact with me. I'm on Val's Discord as Jamie.
Yeah, and let us know how you feel about it and all that kind of stuff. As far as the rest of the week goes, you can catch us tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will premiere our Mask game. Deliver Us from Evil. I am super excited to finally play Mask on this channel. It is something I've been wanting to do for a while. And then we have another finale on Saturday with the Ghost of Emberwind, the Ghost of Axia, which is our all-fem Emberwind campaign. That is coming to a finale at 10:30 on Saturday morning Pacific Daylight Savings Time. And yeah, we're just that's what we got going on. We will be reduced down to 2 shows very soon. We'll have 3 for a little while, but then we'll have a pretty easy winter so far. And also, if you are interested, I have plenty of room and space in my Extra Life games. If you want to jump into the Discord and go to Casting Calls there for a sign-up sheet. Extra Life Weekend is the first weekend of November, and we have room, I believe, in Pathfinder, Cyberpunk Red, Rune Quest, and the Persona RPGs. So there's a lot of fun things to play, with lots of space there for people to sign up for. And yeah, that's me. Everyone else, where can we find you on the internet now?
All right. I'm Jamaica Squeeze, and I can be found on Twitter and Instagram as such, although I'm not super active. I don't have any other shows of this style lined up right now, So that'll be sort of a keep your ear to the ground on that. And I have been, and I took a little vacation last week and was just been taking care of some business, but am getting back to my personal channel here on Twitch, Jamaica_squeeze for that, where it is a variety stream where I'll just kind of do whatever the fuck I feel like doing.
Hell yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. And this has been a blast. This has been the shit. Y'all take care.
Hi, I'm Renus of Party Life Games. Next time you'll see me is tomorrow for the aforementioned Deliver Us from Evil, the mass game that we will be running here on Val's channel. And I'm so excited and not prepared, but I am prepared and excited. This was a fun game, and I'm just still running off that energy. Friday, Saturday, we play a 5th edition homebrew game. Sundays, we will actually get back to our Savage World game because the storyteller had a new job and they weren't catering to his availability. So he was getting stuck working on Sundays when they told him he wouldn't be working on Sundays. Capitalism. Mondays, we will hopefully get to Alien RPG. The last 2 weeks, we had our plumbing explode. And then this Monday, I almost had to go to the emergency room because I was choking on my dinner and it messed up my ability to speak and run the game. I'm better now, thankfully. Tuesday, no, it was bad. It was like I was face down in the toilet for an hour trying to clear my esophagus because just a piece of meat just didn't want to come loose. And when it finally did, it felt like I had swallowed a boulder. But like trying to drink water, the water wasn't getting down, or a little bit would get down, and then the air would cause just the reflux to kick in, and it was an awful time. And so it was like, we're 2 weeks behind and it's continuously my fault because it's just a cursed game, apparently. But I'm looking forward to hopefully not having anything blow it up next Monday. Tuesdays, we will eventually get started on a new vampire game. It's set in Philadelphia and will eventually lead into the Sabbat game when the book stops being on delay and comes out. I will be playing a Samichi when we do the Sabbats. So I will be turning people into chairs, sex items, and fine art. So look forward to that. Wednesdays, we play Tomb of Annihilation, and this is the last of the Thursday. So I don't have anything else going on then. Busy week.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I am Emma, or Homily on the internet. You can find me here tomorrow for the premiere of Masks, where I am playing the delinquent. I'm very excited. And the start of October, we're going to be premiering the Dragon Age Season 3. I am very excited, stupidly excited about that game coming back. Has a very special place in my heart. But I'm really sad to be not playing this game anymore because it's been wonderful and you guys are all awesome. That's me.
All right, so that means me. I'm Fairy Zarina. You can find me in Val's Discord. I do lurk there. Otherwise, I have a Twitch. I've got a playthrough of Call of Cthulhu, and I'm doing a playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines because it's ridiculously terrible and I love it. It really is bad, but
it's so
yeah,
bad.
that's it.
So bad.
So good. I love it so much.
I'm Jamie. I'll be on Val's Discord, hanging out, working, and it's just been so great. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you, Jamie. Everyone, give yourselves a round of applause, please. Please clap. Please clap. Please clap. Please clap. And with that, thank you all for coming. Thank you for showing up. It was awesome. I hope to share a table with everybody here again, and I'm sure I will. And with that, we're going to bring the chat over to Arden of Eden. She is learning how to sculpt. Arden is actually a really cool person. She is a trans activist and atheist activist as well. Just sort of spreading positive atheism. So, yeah. So everyone, just see you later. We'll see you. Bye. Appreciate you.